Welcome to Port Willunga. After that panic is over. Let's see what we can pull together here today. Yeah, today's going to be a complete experiment, I suppose, today. And the reason why that is because we've gone from blue sky to yicky sky, yicky kaye, and this is a sunset spot, and I'm here at sunrise, so who knows what we're going to get today. It's just going to be one of those mornings, so I'm immediately just going to focus in on our subject. I always, if it's very dark, go into shutter priority. That should 4-second exposure. That should be able to allow me to gain focus, which I have. I'm just micro adjusting this. I think I probably want more of that sky than anything else. I'm just going to very quickly refocus. Although we're in the same plane, I think the focus would hold, but there we go. Done. Now I have to go back into manual. Manual, we don't need F22. Shifted in my bag. Let's go back to F16 will do. ISO 50. It's saying 8 minutes. I've got a feeling that might be too long, but I'm going to go for it anyway. I think it's more likely to be 4. Some nice little stormy colour happening. I think I'm going to come down to 4. I think I'm chancing it with 8. And I need to get the Raff out. Raffy? Hey! Raffy? Come here. What are you doing? Get over here. I need to take a photo. Here. Go get it. There you go. I'm going to go for 4. That's beautiful cloud up there. Really beautiful cloud. Yeah, I'm going to go for 4 minutes. I'm just going to go bang. So yeah, so there's some nice cloud movement around. It's catching some backlight. What can be better than just waking up and getting out into the great outdoors and just practicing and playing with your art? Amazing. Keep saying that sense of well-being, but it's amazing once you've set up and you're taking your first shot. That rush, that feeling of connection is amazing. If you notice, we're doing some long exposures, no filters, none necessary this early in the morning. So the only thing you've got to consider is getting your exposure right. Apart from that, the world's your oyster. So if you ever fancied having a go at long exposure, And filter kits, you know they're expensive. If you wanted to see if it was for you, get out early morning or after sunset and practice. Just see what you get. And if you like me, you get the bug and you become addicted, then get yourself some filters. But you don't need filters to do long exposures. You can do it this way. Okay. First things first, I'm trying not to get too close because I don't want my footprints in that scene. I've got dog prints already, but I don't want footprints. Hey, come up, get out of there, get out of there. There's a stone, come here. Here's one for you, go get it. Right. Again, no filters necessary. Just check your histogram. Slightly off to the right, so 4 minutes is too long. 2 minutes is in the middle. That looks about right. So I'm just gonna focus. There you go, done. I think this is going to be 16:9 or ultra pano, but there's some light and colour over there, so that's beautiful. Once again, snap. So, fingers crossed, that's 2 images, 2 shots, nice and easy. Set up before the light gets any harsher. 4 minute exposure, 2 minute exposure. We'll see if we can do another one from the other side, possibly a minute. And there you go. That's how easy it is to get into long exposure photography. Right, so I suppose what we need to talk about is what you actually need for long exposure photography. I've said that you don't need any filters, and that's true so long as you're prepared to get out pre-dawn and post-sunset. Blue hour, things like that. You can do longer exposures because the light is dropping without the aid of filters. But the thing that you are required to have, I suppose, is a tripod. Although I've noticed online on YouTube that the new Olympus OEM system allows you to handhold longer exposures. I think you'll get, quite good. I'm not sure what you can get up to, but I've seen, easily a second, couple of seconds, and pin sharp images. Raph, out of there, come on. Sorry, he was intruding, he was walking into the composition. A couple of seconds, 3 seconds, pin sharp. But for this, 4 minutes, 2 minutes, there isn't a camera on Earth, I don't think, that will allow you to hold that. So therefore, a tripod, and the more sturdy a tripod, the better, is what I deem is essential. Now, tripods are not cheap. Yes, I would look around and I would go into the shops and I would manhandle them a little bit because they have to be able to take some of the little knocks. If you don't travel abroad, then hey, an aluminium one will be fine. You just have to watch it around seawater. This one's carbon fiber, but that's just because I do travel with it, so I want as light as possible. and as high as possible and as strong as possible. So this one isn't a cheap tripod. It's not the most expensive, but it's at the higher end of the medium range ones. So yeah, I think we're done there. Let's pop on this side. We are down to a minute now, so let's pop on the other side, see if we can get something shooting this way. Oh, let's see what we're gonna have here. First of all, try and get Rafi out. Get out of there. This one I think maybe a shorter exposure, because we are getting some lovely little movement in and around this. About a second and a half. There we go. And some white water in and around those pylons. There we go. Nice, that's what I wanted. And again, beautiful. Now I'm focusing in one or two different spots just to make sure I can get those rocks really pin sharp. Rafi is looking like he's going to try and sneak in. Right, while it's quiet, see if I can throw him a stone. I'm so lucky to have this on my doorstep. There's a big one. This is one. Nice, nice, nice. I'll take that one going. And there's a very big one. I'm going to get it, see if I can get it crashing on these rocks. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. What a morning. Let's go and shoot some short exposures on the other side. Let's keep ourselves really busy. What a morning. Now I'm pulling the legs in slightly of the tripod because I'm forcing it down into the sand. Always bring your legs in a little bit when you push it in the sand, because it'll naturally spray out and you don't want to put any extra pressure on them joints. There we go. Oh. That is lovely. Look at that cloud. Okay. Again, we want... Oh, we've got the water swirls around this side quite prettily. Let's just bring our focus down onto this rock. And I noticed there's a cascade or two just over here when a larger wave comes over, so we'll try and capture that. There we go, little waterfall. runs, and then I think I'm going to do a very long exposure here. This one will require some filters, but as you've noticed, we've done 3-4 images, long exposures ranging from 4 minutes at the beginning right the way down to still going at 1.5 seconds. Now I'm going to shove this in. Well, it's not moving. I now want to do a longer exposure, I think. I'm just going to probably 2. I'm going to focus on this near rock. Actually, what we may be able to do is if I focus in the middle and using focus peaking, I should be able to see those pylons are sharp and those rocks are sharp, and it looks like this post is sharp. So I should be able to do this in one image. So we're at 1.5 seconds. If I go to 2, by lowering my ISO, I'm actually going to go to 50. I know I'm going to get, you'll be sick of me saying this, 1 second with a 6-stop gives you 1 minute. 2 seconds 6-stop will give me 2 minutes when the Raffy gets out. Out you get, come on, out of there you. Footprints. So we've locked our focus. We come up to 2 minutes. I'll probably, no, I'd rather save the highlights and bring up the shadows. That looks good. 2 minutes, bingo, job's done. I'm really pleased with that. That's gorgeous. No colour, but that's a trade-off. Let's throw him a stone. He's oh, right behind me. Let's find him a stone, and then we'll do a last image. Oh, there we go. Looks like 2 minutes is too long. I want to hit that while there's colour. But yeah, some colour in there, so we've had to come down to 1 minute because the sky's brightening all the time. Had a fabulous time. I had an absolutely awesome time. The tide was supposed to be going out and it hasn't. It's sort of hung about and come in. So yeah, amazing. So yeah, so if you are considering long exposure, get out pre-dawn. Anything up to, well, I was here about half an hour before first light. So an hour before sunrise. I was facing away from the sun, which actually helps in this instance, because I'm not competing with the rising sun and the super bright horizon. So utilising long exposures with no filters is an absolute dream, very easy. And I think while I'm here, I'm talking to you, I'm going to take the 6-stop off. See if I can come down to a second or so. I am going to throw a soft grad on. I want a couple of more those slow images of the that's the brightest part of the image, and I want a 1.5 seconds, which I've got. I'm going to come down, focus on this main rock, and if any of those waves while I'm talking to you come over, I'll snap 1 or 2, and then maybe paint in some of that texture because it's beautiful. Listen, thank you for joining me here at Port Willunga. I've had an awesome time. I think Rafi has too. You've probably seen him behind me playing in the surf. So all it leaves me to say is thank you for joining me here. Please look after yourself, look after your loved ones. Till next time, see ya.